everyone. How are you doing tonight? So glad to have everyone join me. Let me check and share this to some of my pages, and in the meantime I'll show you while I'm doing this. We are using the holiday mini icons, so let me show you a picture of that while I check to see on my Facebook what ones I can share it to and find out what's going on here. And if you're live with me, like, comment, and share, please, and let me know you're on. I'm able to see what's going on with that. Let me see if I'm live on my page. And it looks like I'm here. So I'll share with my other pages real quick. One more page. Well, I guess I'll share to the one page right now. It doesn't seem to be letting me share to different pages tonight. I don't know what's going on there. Let me put you back so you can see me. So the images I showed you were the holiday mini icons. Let me get my table setting going here where you can see what's going on my table, and then I can show you the actual silk screen transfers. This is always a little bit tricky here. Okay, now I have you. So this is the holiday mini icons. I used it the other day in my table setting and for the silverware. So it's the same set, but there's so many things you can do with this holiday mini icons. It has the ho ho ho, it has the peace, it has the Christmas tree, it has the snowflake, it has the joy, it has a cute dove, the bells, it has 2 parts to a package, it has the cute mittens, and the candy canes. So let me show you some product we're going to be using tonight. And one of the things we're going to use are these plastic ornaments. You can get them all over the place, or you can buy glass if you prefer glass. So that's one of the things we're using. And this, you could make as many as you want. And then I've got some ribbon. Not quite sure what I'm using on the ribbon yet, but that gives you an idea of the ribbon that I have here. They're just a couple of little, one's a plaid and one's like a little, or that's a check. And this is just little checks together, little squares together. The other thing I'm going to be using, and I've already opened the package, but I'll put it back like it was. It's this little filler stuff, and it's really fine and shiny. So hopefully you can see that. So that's another thing I'm going to use, and I'm thinking about using the holly here, and you can just decorate with that on your little ornaments. And then I've already prepared a couple of the balls, and I've put filler in them. So this is one type of filler. Hi, Amber. I have another filler here, and let me show you this filler. It looks like I'm on a little bit of a lag here. I can see that, but this is another filler that I got. I can't remember where I picked this up at, but a lot of the craft stores have this. So, and I've already tried this. This can be poked down in there too, and it has little stars on it. So anything that you could fill in there. The other thing is you could put little jingle bells in there. Whatever would fit down in there. So let's move on. I'll grab one of these real quick and show you how I filled it. So, because that would be probably the first thing I would do, so that when you're fixing your stuff, you don't have to worry about getting your hands into your stuff. Now I took the end of a paintbrush here to help push that down, and once I got it in there, I just kind of fluffed it up. But you have to kind of keep pushing it down because it's pretty long. I had a big wad the first time and cut it in half, and then I put the other half in the other ball. So I don't know which way I think's easiest. It is a little tricky getting it down in there, but it works. And then you just put your top back on, and you have your ornament filled. Now this one's a little less, so we'll just see what it looks like. You can get an idea of a little less or a little more. Let me fill one with my other stuff real quick so you can get an idea of what that looks like in there. Another night I might do one with the actual glitter, that you can glitter the inside of your balls with some glue. And so you could put a little of this in there or a lot, whatever you think. And that's probably a good amount. So then you just cut it with your scissors. This does have a little thin wire on it. It's not like real heavy though. And then you put this back in. I bent that a little bit, so I'll have to get it bent back out. It's really easy. It's just a thin metal piece. Okay, I have that back in place. Hopefully you could see what I was doing there. That's a little tedious to show that in the camera, I think, but hopefully that worked. So, let me see. We've got the snowflake. We've got the joy would be cute. I'm just going to try a few here. I'm not going to do all of these. We'll just do some of the ones that might be we'll do 4 of them, and then you'll be able to at least tell what it's going to look like. So I've got red, I've got my Chalkology paste right here, and I've got the garden herb, and I've got the candy apple. So hold those up so you can see those. And then I have our white, it's called bright white. So we'll work with those. So let's start, I'll move these to the back here. Let's do the white one to start with, because that'll be a real easy one. And I'll open this. Now I don't know who was watching with me the other day, but our paste thickens up sometimes even after 20 minutes. So what I use is this sprayer right here. You can use any kind of sprayer. It has distilled water in it. And I just put 3 or 4 or 5 squirts in there. And then I take this spatula. It's a makeup spatula. And I just stir it around. And the consistency I want is pretty thick right now. It's probably like yogurt. Some people like yogurt consistency. I like it to be more like cake batter. So I'm still going to put a little more water in. So I did about 4 more squirts, and it'll probably be a lot better. Get that mixed around there a bit, and that is quite a bit thinner. So that's what I was hoping for. You also want like a paper towel or a disinfectant wipe handy so that you can lay your stuff on that. So I have that out of the way. Now let me get my squeegee here. So here's my squeegee, and I'm gonna set this snowflake transfer on my Hello Clover. Let's see who else is on. So that was my granddaughter. It looks like she was not supposed to be on right now. So it looks like I have to kind of bend this around the areas. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm having to, because it's such a curved area, I'm having to flatten it out. So it's a little bit tricky. And you want to try and get as many bubbles out as you can. Well, and this snowflake was a little bigger, but I know a lot of the reps have used this, so I know on their ornaments, so I know it does work. The other thing that I didn't talk to you about was fuzzing your transfers. You'll need to take your transfers off and fuzz the back of them on a piece of paper, or not paper, but a towel. And I didn't show you that, but I could in a bit. So you'll just want to wipe this to the edge and get excess off. The quicker you go with this stuff, the better. A little goes a long ways here. So I've about got it covered. It's a little different doing the curved edges, but it's working. Now when you're done and you're ready to peel this off, the other thing is you're going to want to put your transfer, well, it needs to be washed. So normally you'd take it straight to the sink and you'd wash it. But I bought these mats the other day, so they're just one of those plastic mats that you cut on. And I'm going to set my transfers on that as flat as I can. So I've got that here, and we'll start peeling this off. You always try and peel from the middle, because otherwise you stretch your transfer. And then I'm just going to lay that on this mat so that in a while I can take that and I can just go wash it off. So I'll set that back aside. So I see a little spot maybe where I rubbed it, so I'm going to take one of my Q-tips and I'm just going to clean it up here in a spot or two. The other thing is you can let it dry and then do it, because it washes off. So it's just kind of that one spot there. And then that was just a little bit longer. Okay, I think that it's not too bad now. So that's the cute little snowflake. I'm going to grab the blow dryer here so I don't ruin this when I set it down, because it'll roll. And I'm just going to do it on my low setting and just dry it for a second. Because I don't want that to smear. Let's see how, yeah, so that's good now. So we will set that aside, and it looks like I'm still on a little bit of a delay. I can see that everybody's a little bit behind me. So we'll add the finishing touches to that after I do these other three. Let me get my glue gun turned on, because we're going to use that shortly too. So let me take all of these off the packing. Okay, so now I've got let's do the Christmas tree next. So I'll take my little green Christmas tree. Let's see what I can do here to get this. This part's the trickiest of any that I've done because it's so curved. And you just got to make certain that you have no air bubbles. Okay. I see one thing here that looks like that's not gonna lay quite right. So let's see what I can do here to smooth this out a little differently. Yeah, this part's the trickiest. Okay, so I have that smoothed out there, and then I'm going to grab my green paste. And I haven't used this either in a while, so let me get this ready to use. This one actually doesn't feel too bad. That tree has a little star on it. I think I didn't grab that yellow, but I think it's right here. Let me see if I see my yellow. Yep, it's right here. So this color is the bumblebee. Let me get that out and stir that, and we'll get that ready too. And the bumblebee is thick. I thought I'd use this, but maybe I haven't even used the bumblebee yet. So how many people have their and Chad wants to know if I can order smaller ones. Are you talking smaller images on the mini icons, Chad? Because if you're asking if you can order smaller mini icons, the silkscreen transfers just come in one size. And it's whatever's in the package. Because yeah, if these were slightly smaller, they might fit the ornament a little better. The other thing is I could have bought the bigger ball ornaments, and that might have been a better option instead of the size that I have here. And I can get some of those and try that and do a video so everybody can see the difference in the size. Okay, we just have such a small spot, I'm just gonna go with that. But this one was pretty thick. They're all different in every ones that you get. So let me just grab another squeegee here. And I cut this one in half. I don't know if you saw that, but I like for these small things, I like the smaller. So I'm just going to do that little piece of yellow star right on the top. We'll go with that. I'm going to get the green here. And spread this on there. And I think that's good. You just can clean off as much excess as you can get off there. Hopefully you guys are seeing this okay. I might need to figure out moving this forward towards me slightly more, but so remember you pull from the middle. And there's your Christmas tree. So let me set that back there on my paper so it can dry. I'm going to turn on my blow dryer. I can see already that it's trying to dry. Yeah, so that's, I can touch that now and it's okay. So there's a second one. I think that's going to be cute. That turned out really cute. And then I had my red paste out, but you know that red's not going to even show up on this. So let's do the joy, and we'll do that in green and white. We already have that out, and let's try the joy. Yes, Chad, so that's just how they come. Sometimes it would be nice if they had different sizes, but that's just how the company sells it. As many of you know, I'm a scrapbooker, so I like smaller sizes too, because then I can do a lot of cards and different things with this stuff. So the bigger ones are going to be great for your home decor items and that type of stuff. You just kind of have to pull this around this ball a bit. I think I will try some bigger ones next time. We'll have to do another live on bigger ones to see if it works out better. I'm sure it will, but the majority of the gals have been doing this smaller ornament. So that's why I went with the smaller ornament. Okay, so we'll do the joy in green. Okay, so puckering on. You always want to try and cover your paste because it dries out so fast. And we'll do these tiny little white spots here. They look kind of like stars or little snowflakes. And I think that's it. Scrape the excess back in your jar. Okay, and then we'll start at this corner, but see if I can grab it from the other side. Okay, and now I'm just going to try and pull from the center again. Oh, and that turned out really cute. I see one little spot again where I'll take my Q-tip and clean that right up. And I usually try and use my Q-tips over. If I have only used it on a little spot, I don't throw them away. Plus there's this other flat end. The thing about these Q-tips is they have that nice point. So that makes it really nice and easy to work on. Let me blow dry this real quick because I don't want it rolling around. And the low setting's a lot quieter, and so I think that's dry enough that I can set that down. So I have this one last ball that I put this other stuff in. And so let's decide what we're doing there. If some of you are just joining me for the first time, this is the silk screen transfer. And I've written on the other side, Holiday Mini Icons. And these transfers have a cut area where you cut it out, and so you'll know the lines where to cut the images out. But before I did all this, I used a towel. Let me grab my little towel. You can use any kind of a towel, but you want to fuzz before you put this on anything. If it's never been fuzzed, you want to set that on your towel, and you want to lift it up and put it back down 2 or 3 times and fuzz that. That makes it less sticky, so it's easier to come off. And your transfers can be used over and over again. They say up to about 10 times, but some of these I've been using already have been used, like when I did my table settings the other day. I did 36 of a lot of those on both the Thanksgiving and the winter ones, and that was with these icons here, and they were used over and over again, so way more than 10 times. It just depends on how you take care of them. So if I can get back up in here a little bit. Yeah, this is the hardest part, is just getting it figured, kind of moved around on the ornament. And if if you have bubbles, that's where you'll get leakage. That could have been what happened on that one part where I had to use the Q-tip even. Okay, so we have this, and I think we will, let's just do this one all in white and see what happens with it just being all white. I could have even got the black. A lot of the gals were doing all black. I'm liking color too, so yeah, this project could be done with grandchildren. Lots of, you know, ways to do it, and it's not really that expensive, especially when you can reuse this stuff over and over again. You could attach the cute ornaments to a package and put 2 or 3 down, like if you had a gift bag and you wanted to hang them on the gift bag. Because the ornaments are about 50 cents a pop. So it's really an inexpensive project. Hi Michelle, hi Nancy. Hope you're doing well, Nancy. My sister had surgery, eye surgery yesterday again, so hopefully she's doing well. So there's just a little spot or two here, not much. I'm just gonna barely touch it. So if you get the bigger ornaments, they're about $1 a pop. So there's that. I'll dry that real quick. Yeah, blue. Turn this off so you can hear me. Yeah, Michelle, I think blue would be cute. I thought about doing that. Or the pinks would be cute. We even have, and I should have maybe even tried this. Randy's calling it the Grinch green, but it's called kiwi. So that could be really fun too. And Nancy, I'm glad you're doing good. So I think for now we'll just do the 4, but I want to add some other stuff to the top. So let me open my ribbons here and I just grabbed 2 of them. I have lots of different stuff even than this, but I just grabbed a couple because I was running late. Now this ribbon is really stiff. So let me try, let's see what this other one's like. I didn't realize that would be as stiff as it was. Then not that I can't use it, but sometimes if the ribbons are too stiff, it's harder to tie the bows. Oh, let me plug my glue gun in. I thought it was plugged in. I have everything. I have to have lots of plugs here for my setup. So I think we'll try this ribbon just because it's a little softer. And I like to try and not waste my ribbon either, so I'm going to try and tie it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to try and tie it as small as I can get it here. My sinuses are kind of acting up tonight and my eyes are watery, so things are kind of looking a little blurry on me. So let me set that up on the top. That's one of them, unless we decide, or I think it's too big, but no, I think that could be way cute. So let me tie 3 more of those. If you're liking this project or you want a deal on the transfers, I'm going to be doing, I haven't decided the price yet. I'll have that up tomorrow. If you join my VIP group, and you can comment me if you're not in my VIP group and you want to be added to that, I can get you added. I run specials in my VIP group, and this week I'm doing some cyber specials at the end of this week. There's still one more day, the rest of this day till midnight tonight on the Couture special, and there was 2 or 3 transfers that they were offering at 30% off, so that's a great deal. And if it's anything that you're interested in, you might want to jump in on that, and my website is there for you to order from. So, yeah, Chad, this is my favorite heat gun. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has this little on-off switch. It's small. It has the fine point. That's the thing I like about it, is the small point. In this set, Nancy, you get the 1 sheet of silk screen transfers, and there is, let me count them here on my screen. So there's 12 images, but a couple of these overlap. So there's 12 images on that set. So there's quite a few different things. There's and we can run through this real quick while my gun's heating up. There's the bells. There's the dove. There's the ho ho ho. Here's the packages. Here's the candy canes, and that must go together. I haven't figured it out because I think one's got to be white, and then so those two have to go together. I haven't played with that one yet. And then there's the piece, and let's see if I'm missing anything. The snowflake, oh, that's over on my board. The snowflake, which is this one, and the joy's over on my board, so that's the other one. And then the tree, cute tree, and then the gloves. So there's that one. So let me tie 2 more bows, and then my glue gun hopefully will be hot by then. Yeah, it's starting to heat up. Usually I have it up and ready, but they say I have a zillion machineries plugged in here to run this switcher program. So, yeah, Amber, I'm glad that you're excited to use your set, and I'm glad you were able to grab that stuff the other night from me. I took her back here and her sister, and because they're doing a craft class, and Amber was in charge of it, and she didn't want to have to run back out, so we ran back here and went through my product, and she's buying some product off of me, so that's great. I'm glad you could do that, Amber. And I'm excited to see what you gals make with it. So there's all my bows. So it looks like my glue's ready. Let me open up my holly. Have that ready. Well, it's fun to be able to see the comments. I guess I'm learning all this, so now that I have more things going on, I can figure out, or more pads connected, I can see all this stuff. Yes, definitely send me pictures, and remember to get your gals to join the VIP group, and actually you could post your pictures in there. That would be great. I would love to have you do that, of all the things you're making, especially since I won't be there to help you with your class. Hello, Tanya. How are you tonight? So there's those are really fun. I'm gonna have to get my clippers though, and I'm gonna trim that. So I'll get my wire cutters and trim that a bit. Now the other thing, I may just decide to use a piece of the holly. So we'll have to see how this works. Because you also don't want to well, let's glue the bow on first, then we'll see if those are going to work or if they're too big, or I might have been better with my little mini pine cones, but I didn't bring those in here. I'm almost thinking I only need one of these. And then maybe a berry. Because it just seemed like it's too much. So one good thing about that is your stuff will go further. So there's that one. I think it's cute with just one. You could even do, let me grab one from the other side if you wanted to have it be even. Or you could put it up there like that. That's actually kind of cute. Let's do two, and we'll put I'll stick that up at the top like that. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And I'll take pictures after. So, and it, yeah, I have a small blue container out there that's little. It's narrow, and it's in that one. So I think my husband's out there trying to look for me, which is fine. Because we could try the little pine cones. But maybe he gave up. Hello, Karen. How are you tonight? Glad you could join me. This is called Erica. Hello, Erica. I didn't see you had joined. This is called Holiday Mini Icons. And if you're join my VIP group, tomorrow I'll have a special on this. So, and I'm going to do a special with some sample paste and a sample squeegee, but if you would rather have full-size jars of paste, then you'll just have to let me know in the VIP group, and we can work that out. We can still give you a deal, but I'll just need to know that, because I thought doing the sample stuff would give you a chance to try it and see if you even liked it. But if you think you're going to want to do several of these, you might just even want to order some colors of paste, the bigger jars, so that you have it. Well, it's fun to have so many people join me. I'll have to, yeah, I thought you was in my VIP, so that's great. I'll have to quit doing middle of the night lives. You still might get some, but we were doing some testing too, so that helped me figure some things out. So there's the other one. And now we have the cute Joy. And I'll get one of these. In fact, I'm only going to put stuff on the 3 of these. I'll save the other one, and I'll find my pine cone stuff, and I'll have a picture of these so you can see them, and I'll show you 1 or 2 with the pine cone stuff. So, and there's other things you could put. These are things I had quick out, so I grabbed it. You could use any kind of embellishments you have. Another thing is you could even add a cute rhinestone hair. And I have plenty of those. That would be something else I could have grabbed. So maybe I can even get another one ready and show that. So there's my joy. You know how the glue has all these string things? That one's wanting to have the strings, but they've turned out way cute. They'd be darling on your Christmas tree, or like I say, add it just to a package that you're sending out, like a gift bag, and have it hang down. That would be so fun. So I'm going to save my last one, which is the snowflake, and I will add the pine cones, or I'll do the holly with some, I'll look and see what else I've got. I'll get a couple other samples and post that for tomorrow. And then I sure appreciate you joining me tonight. And if you would like to order anything, you can order straight from me. And if you're in my VIP group, you get better deals. But if you just want to order, you can order from me at chalkcouture.com/ArlanaPatton. I'd love to have you join. And then remember to comment me if you want to be in my VIP group. You can also become my friend on Facebook. And I also have just a regular site for the Chalk Couture, not the VIP group. So you could join that one. And then if you want to find out anything about Chalk Couture and you think this might be fun for you to do and share with your friends and neighbors and earn a little extra money, then I'm going to get a VIP or a opportunity group together. I haven't got that quite ready, but let me know and I'll get you added to that as quickly as I can get that up and running. And then please share and subscribe and like. I will be getting these also on my YouTube. I'm trying to figure out how to transfer them over. So that's coming in the next 2 or 3 days. So watch for that also, because you'll be able to watch the replays on YouTube. I sure appreciate you watching me, and I'm thankful for the time that you spent. And I don't know if you saw, but I would like to come back with another one. I'm going to do a mad dash the next couple of 3 weeks and just do a whole bunch of Christmas ideas, and so you may see several in one day. So I hope you'll tune in with me in a little bit. Give me about 15 minutes because I need to clean up and get the next project ready. We're going to do another block, but it's going to be a different transfer than the last block. And I will also run a special on that image. So thanks for joining me, and have a good night.